brand new month, Dan.
It's the month.
The month. We've been waiting for this a long time.
Is it just me, or since summer's ended, it's been hotter?
Yeah. It's like we're getting just the the fag end of summer, as it were.
Fag end. I
yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it's like
we are.
Yeah, it's September. It's time to cool down. And I for one don't want to be waking up sweating in the middle of the night anymore. Because it's that boiling hot.
I was up for an hour in the night last night because it was that hot.
Yep. Yeah. It's just it's not comfortable, is it?
But then I put the fan on. It's too cold.
Yeah, I know.
I hate that.
Let's go figure.
Well, anyway, we have some big business.
Yes.
To talk about.
This is a big one.
Big business, because the year is now in its final quarter.
Yeah. I know. It's gone so quick, hasn't it, Dan?
This is huge.
Yep.
You wouldn't believe, with how sweaty we are right now, that we're in the same quarter as Christmas, but we are.
Yes, we are, and I can't wait for that.
Now, for those of you who have Sky TV, you've got a Christmas channel. It launched today. Congratulations, get on it. Right, so here we go. You believe me too, don't you? Honestly, I don't know why they... Anyway, moving on. So, we've had, so far this year, Jazz Hands January.
Yep.
Forgotten February.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we forgot about that one. Magic March... All Animated April, which is not coming back for 2025.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Remember that.
Good.
Mythical May.
Yep.
Just Tommy June. They're your selections, of course.
Of course.
Jugs July, which is... I think you could have gone for bigger, but
bigger.
Also, absolutely. And we have just said goodbye to Aquatic August.
That was a tough month.
It was a tough month, but you pulled it out of the
bag.
Yeah. Now, we've got a few more this quarter, so we've obviously... I'll come back to what September is. We've got Oh So Scary October coming up, Native Month November for our Brits, and Dashing Through the Snow December. That's all coming up this year.
Yep.
To finish off the 2024 lineup. And I believe 2025 is my last year in charge, and then it's back to you again.
Yes, yeah, that is true.
And I believe we're going to stop doing to you, to me, we're going to go back to one.
One, yeah.
So that's going to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yes, yeah. That'll be interesting.
I'm looking forward to that.
We should try one where we do 6 months each.
I'm thinking of letting Steve take the reins for a year. Yeah, there's some bravery for you.
That's a very good idea.
But next year's already locked in, so.
Yeah.
So today we are in sequel September. Now, I'll be honest, out of the whole calendar, this is definitely the best one.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to see what you're pulling out of the bag. I've had a little bit of an early preview, and I think you've picked a corker. So go ahead and tell us what it is.
Well, Dan, it's a 2 movie, but it's not a Bug's Life 2.
Oh!
Unfortunately.
Bug's Life. That was
if only.
That was a great little Pixar. It's almost a forgivable part for cutting out the bit that they cut out, which we don't talk about.
We don't talk about that. No.
That pissed me off.
But today we are going to be talking about, Dan, the 2017 film Paddington 2.
Paddington 2.
Yep.
Now we have a clip for this. Actually, hang on a minute, because the computer's being weird. Come on! Do you know what they say? Microsoft's great, but I don't believe them, Tommy.
Nah. Don't believe what you hear.
Here we go. There it is. That was it.
Oh, what was it?
It just came up on screen. And
okay.
Gone.
Okay.
It's so tiny. It's in the corner.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyway, we don't do this live, folks. Don't do it live.
Can I just say about this film, Dan? People have critically raved about this film to the point of disbelief. To someone who hasn't seen it, it would be a disbelief moment. Like, for one, I was that way. When producer man Steve raved about this movie, I thought, really? A Paddington movie? You're giving it this much praise? I mean, like, how good can this movie be? But I did enjoy this one a lot more than the first film.
By this point, you'd seen the first one already.
I had, yeah. I saw them in the right order. This film has a better villain, an endearing plot, and fun cameos of British TV legends. I'm having an epiphany as I'm writing this, by the way. Considering I was originally going to rate this 3.5 out of 5, but after remembering the impact that Paddington has on the people around him in this film, I've decided to boost it up higher. Hardly the main focus of the film, but I really enjoyed the endearing aspect that someone can make a real difference in other people's lives, and Paddington does that countless times throughout the film to his many neighbours, for one. Like, he brings them all together, doesn't he? As I'm sure you remember.
Yeah, even Mr. QuickBooks was in there.
Yeah, which makes the final scene all the more heartwarming. The Brown family all return and slide back into their respective roles as Paddington's family, but the real stars of the film are Hugh Grant and Brendan Gleeson. Hugh Grant oozes such over-the-top charisma as the main villain that it is simply too hilarious to ignore. His constant disguises that he takes on for his various crimes immediately beats Nicole Kidman's villainous performance of the first film.
Yeah.
Brendan Gleeson's role as Knuckles McGinty was gruff and brilliant, being a prisoner who learns through Paddington about acts of kindness. Also, the prison escape sequence was funny and well thought through, in my opinion. It reminded me of Toy Story 3 when they break out of the nursery.
Yes.
It was very thought out.
It's a very thorough, when it comes to the details, I thought, in this movie.
Yeah.
They thought of everything. It was a great bit of storytelling.
Yeah. It flowed very well. I think the final scene in the film is the jewel in the crown for it, as it carries such emotion and payoff to the build-up of Paddington being reunited with his dear Aunt Lucy.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry.
I did.
I'm sure you did.
I did. I actually did.
The constant theme of the film is kindness, and that being kind to people might get you into bad situations, but ultimately it is never a bad thing to be. So to close, Paddington 2 is a heartwarming slice of British cake that takes everything from the first film and improves on it, whether it is the plot, villain or emotional impact, as it all makes for an enjoyable family sequel. That hilarious mid-credit scene with Hugh Grant in prison was camp diva theatrics to an unholy extent. And on that note, Dan, I'm giving this movie 4 stars out of 5.
Only 4?
Only?
Only 4?
I think 4 is still very good.
Well, I think 4 is absolutely excellent. I've just censored us out with American Dad. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Get rid of it. Go. Disappear. There you go. It's gone. But yeah, basically, the film for me, when I went into Paddington, it was like, oh, it's an overrated thing. It's a story we all know.
Yeah.
Paddington Bear has been redone time and time and time again. And when I watched the first one, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And the second one, it was. Do you know, when it
does everything a sequel should do.
When it first came out, I thought they didn't need to make a second one. Oh boy, did they! It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Here's my ratings.
The whole crew in this movie cooked.
They did.
You know.
First film for me was a 4-star.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyable, heartwarming. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second one gave me some 5 stars.
Wow.
And here's the thing, though. It's not a rating you'd be disagreeing me with here.
Can you write a review on this? Because you've given it a 5-star, and I've been telling you to write reviews on films that you like.
Yes.
Talk about a film that you like. None of this Space Jam crap anymore.
Oh, God.
Go after the good stuff.
Yes. This was a good film. And what I love about this film, it's one of those rare movies that you can get a child at the age of 3 and you can get somebody at the age of 60, 70, 80 and sit them down with this movie and they all enjoy it.
Universal age appropriation.
Yeah.
And not many movies have that.
No, most movies that are rated U just means that they're okay to put on.
I mean, you can, like Shrek being another example, I guess. You know, Shrek is one of those films that you can watch as a kid or as a grown-up and it's equally entertaining. And I'm sure there are a few others out there that qualify.
But Paddington has that bigger heart, I feel.
Yeah. Shrek doesn't have the emotional impact for me like Paddington.
No. I mean, let's put it this way. Paddington was that big. Buckingham Palace can't get enough of it.
That's true.
That was absolutely huge. And, of course, shout out to I can't remember the service, but the Royal Service who were carrying over with the funeral and how they would put Paddington into it, the writers and those behind this film and Paddington itself, what they would write in loving memory of Her Majesty the Queen. It was all beautiful, and to me, it just adds to that Paddington charm.
The Olympics, the Olympics as well was pretty cool.
I think
Was it the Olympics?
I don't know. Was it?
I don't think. No, that was James Bond, wasn't it? The Olympics, but
no,
Paddington did do something.
Paddington was there on the Olympics as well.
Or no, not in London, because Paddington came out in 2014, the first one, and the Olympics was 2012. So I'm thinking it was
He had tea with the Queen.
I think it was like a Red Nose Day thing, or a
it was something.
A comic relief thing.
Definitely had tea with the Queen.
It's something like that. It was a charity thing. Children in Need, maybe it was, or something.
It must have been something like that. But all I know is that Queen Elizabeth II. She loved it.
She had a good sense of humour going by that.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And it came across really well on screen. Bearing in mind the Queen's not an actress.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's obviously not really on the table with the bear. She's just on the table on her own. And
Yeah.
we're not going to spoil the charm for the kids, Tommy.
We won't.
It was beautiful. And this film really does bring that charm to it.
So it's a 5-star for you.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
It's when people point out to me the things that the other people are in, Downton Abbey, Harry Potter.
Little Britain.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Oh, you don't want to go there this time. I love it. Absolutely. It's oh, no, that was the first one, wasn't it? But still, it's in the franchise. It's a film that you could easily watch over and over and over again. And Steve actually got me the box set on Blu-ray.
That's good.
For Christmas as well. So.
But now you're going to have to get the third one separate to the box set.
I've got a third one coming out.
Yes, coming out. Paddington in Peru, I believe. So he's going home in this one.
Oh, no. I don't know how I feel about that. I loved how it ended.
Yeah.
Aunt Lucy's in London. What are you doing?
I know. Maybe he goes back with Aunt Lucy.
Live in London. Stay in London.
We'll wait and see.
But anyway, Tommy, a great start to Sequel September.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this month is going to be filled to the brim. Well, it's not going to be bad, is it?
I'm going to be writing some good ones. I'm going to be writing ones for... I'm not. I'll tell you off air what I'm going to do.
Do you think you can 5-star the whole month for me?
Yeah, from this point on, I reckon I can.
Okay, do it. Right, well, anyway, Tommy, thank you very much. You at home, you know what to do now, don't you?
Letterboxd. Please follow us. Larkins95, Dan Moore Radio. You guys know the drill.
You've actually got something to read now if you follow me. And, of course, here on the YouTube channel as well, like it, subscribe to it, press the notification bell as well. You don't miss a video then. And, of course, you can watch them all back here as well on the YouTube.
Yeah, that's fine. But for now, guys, we bid you adieu. Have a great week.
See ya later.
Take care.